Oh, today's daily is Roosevelt Island Legendary. This ought to be fun. Got a couple of low levels, but we'll be alright. I hope. Wish they could just come a little bit closer. We got a huge damage fall off at 70 meters though. We're sniping with the FAMAS. Not exactly efficient. Oh, good. They're bombarding now. Yikes. Here comes the doggies. Good doggies. Uh-oh. Feel like it's aiming for me, like I literally could hear it. You hear that grenade popping off from their launcher? You know it's aiming for you. There's like a little sound cue. You gotta get out of the way. Or get blown. Good job. Always take down the reviver drone first, right? Don't want them reviving everybody. That'll cause some issues. Yeah. Bad rolls. Bad rolls. Anything that is not... It doesn't have like an arrow. We don't want them. Hey. Who blown up the crate that contains special ammo? Could be helpful. Yeah. When do we players get mobile turrets, hmm? We want some of those. They get explosive drones, completely remote controlled, and they get mobile tanks. We should get one of those. They're so damn powerful. They're literally like a second player. Like, if you think about it, if you have the option to get one of those mobile tanks or mobile turrets, they literally act like a second player. Like, you do your thing, you get your drones, right? But you also get like a mobile turret remote control just going around blasting people with infinite ammo. And they're super tanky too. Coming down the slopes. Eat my bullets. See the snipers flashing? That means they're aiming at you, or at least your general area. Best take them down fast. One shot, your shield's gone. 2 shots, your entire armor's gone. 3 shots, you're down. 4 shots, you're dead. Doesn't sound that insane when I put it into words, but in practice, it's pretty deadly when you're not paying attention. Get a couple of flashes when I pick up the loots on the screen. Might be just HDR acting up. And this game has some broken HDR implementation. The best Fama skin right here. Fugu. The best Fama skin. Period. Super cute. Unmatched. Unbeatable. Got a little Fugu in the back there.
Participating restaurants in Canada for a limited time. Check out the app or website for details.
Uh-oh. They didn't take down the snipers up top. And they get free range and free shots at us. Look at that. Mr. Zero here just got shot. And his armor, the entirety... Oh, I got shot too here. See that deadliness. Gotta take down the snipers. Did it die? The snipers dispatched. We can finally move forward. Section completed. Still easy. Kinda. Yes. I love doing this section at nighttime. Get the enemy get more easier to see them. Especially when they get pulsed. Or else they get blend pretty well in to the environment and it's hard to see. Hard to tell where they are, especially with their jagged movement. They have some puppet-like animations. Sometimes. And you don't want to move too inwards, because then you're losing your retreat route. The only way to backwards, but if you go through this tunnel, obviously you get shot in the back. That's no fun. So instead of going all the way in and have no way out, you might just want to stay back here and do your thing. Pick them off one by one, easy peasy. Because the enemies, they have no way to sort of engage us unless they go through this tunnel. Mostly all the aggressors and the frontliners, the shotgunners, they will definitely have to go through this tunnel or else they deal no damage, right? The backliners, like the engineers, the technicians, they can stay in the back, or docks. They have long range. They got no problem. That's the helicopter. First wave is okay, not a big deal. It's just a couple of little small fries. Not a big deal, but then the big one comes. That's where the team gotta back away. Because they got Chungus. Where are you going? I thought it was coming our way, but he decided to back out. The guy was like, nope. See, the AIs are pretty smart sometimes. They do say nope. Okay, now we back up. Hopefully the team will follow or they'll get shredded. Because there's 3 Chunguses. One's coming down this helicopter right here. Oh, he's putting down one of those healing things. Oh no, healing stations. I don't like that. Good, healing stations down. Good job. Just maximize focus on those Chunguses to get them down quickly as possible. So that they don't cause a nuisance. Get their backpacks down. Just maximize your focus on them. Not a big deal. Once you got the damage and once your team is focusing on them, they go down pretty fast. No big deal, right? Oh, right. And it sort of flashes every time we pick up loot. HDR is a bit of brokens. How's your back feel? How's your... What do you mean? My back feels fine. I'm carrying the team. I'm not carrying the team, my friend. I'm just doing my job. Just doing my job. Chilling. Not carrying at all. No. Yeah, listening to some lo-fi. It's lo-fi gaming, man. Yeah, I guess that's good. We're not dying today, my friends. Gotta stay sharp, agents, though. Super chill playing this game.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Gotta make use of actual cover. Ow! Ouch. Ouch, ouch. This is embarrassing. I'm the first one to go down. For the record, I'm not even using glass cannon here. Using glass cannon in legendary is a surefire way to really piss off a lot of other players because your down rate is gonna be multiplicative. Let's pop a med kit here just to get back in shape. Thank you for opening the chest. Did we tag them correctly? Or no? Oh, we did. Why we're all squeezed here? It's dangerous. Oh. I never knew that there's a spec ammo here. I never knew that. All this time. I never go up here. It's not exactly a good spot to be. Yeah, it's a bad cover, really. I've seen people up here. I don't know why. Oh.
assistance.
Not too late to learn choices. Best friend choices.
I got you, agent.
Choices.
You good?
Thrilling choices. Game night choices.
At least we're not playing Breakpoint.
Night choices.
Because in Breakpoint, you gotta carry the wounded agent to a safe place in order to revive him. The animation is really cool though. It's realistic, I like it. But it takes a long time. And it puts yourself in danger. Dangerous way. Especially when you're doing it in raids. I don't particularly like to go ADS. It really obscures the overall vision. Because you gotta be very aware of your surroundings. And when you ADS all the time, it's just hard to notice where other things are coming from. Especially snipers. Uh-oh, see? There's somebody over here now. I just sneak up on him. Haha, sneaking up on you. Where are you going? Oh, your back's exposed. I got you now. Never exposed your back to me. Because I have a habit of just attacking their weak points. A lot of people like just strictly headshots. I do that too, like 80% of the time, but I like to watch them burn. I like to watch them get blown up because the weak points are a fun little area to shoot at and watch them activate. You get cool effects. You know, it makes you feel good, makes you feel powerful. You know, playing a shooter in this game, it's not always about that headshot like you do in Call of Duty or Warzone. Got full ammo here on my Gatling gun, but its damage is kind of low, especially at this distance. So. And it's really dangerous using the Gatling gun. Like, it's especially when you don't have shield to protect you from outside damage. And they say when you're using the Gatling gun, you get bonus armor for shooting and you get more for killing. It's true, but again, once you are blasting away, you leave yourself wide exposed, and everyone seems to like to shoot you when you're using the Gatling gun for some reason. And you die faster than you gain that bonus armor to stay alive, and I find the Gatling gun is one of those entirely unreliable source of straightforward, consistent damage when you are being focused at. I mean, you can totally have fun when the enemies are spawning from a doorway so you can blast them all at once. But when they're already spawned and ready to counter-strike you, so to speak, you do not want to just whip out your Gatling gun. Look how slow it is. 3 seconds, 3.5 seconds just to get it out, and another 2 seconds just to sheath it. Right, it takes a long time. There's a big winding animation going on when you're using, especially the Gatling gun, as your specialization weapon. And it's definitely not advised to use it when you are facing off against multiple enemies, as they instantly focus you back when you use the Gatling gun, and it's a bad time. You can do it in the back when you're not getting focused and you can just land a few shots off, but it's not exactly that accurate for long-range engagements. You can steal a few kills though, if that's your thing. Oh.
Serious trauma detected.
That worked out because the damage was really high. Damage was consistent to take down an enemy when you're face tanking with a legendary elite who's shooting back at you, shooting at him. And the Gatling gun do have the insane damage to lend you that win, but if you're getting shot by others, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna lose. They tend to focus you more, like I said, when you're Gatling away. Stationary machine guns, though, these are the fun ones. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Tagging the enemy. I don't know why the trigger boss for this area is so far up. You gotta walk all the way in just to trigger the enemy. Why can't they be triggered a bit sooner? And just focusing on the big guy. Gets it down faster when you focus it. So he doesn't have to be a worrisome hindrance later on. When he gets close and then his backpack is gonna spew on these little triggers. The hives. They're literally sting hive on their backpacks when they get close and they just bleed you out completely. Even if you're like behind cover, they still get you. I think Sting Hive does that too, right? Why there's so many of them? I still haven't used my secondary ability yet. Okay. Now I'm gonna use it. Ah, my shield's gonna be broken soon. Weird camera angle is jerking too much. It keeps on having a jerk moment. Wait, this Chunga just got revived by something. Probably a reviver drone somewhere. Oh, I'm terrible. My tracking was off. They try to blind fire you. I mean, that's part of their AI. Well, they know you're aiming at them when you're constantly focusing at them. They will stay in cover and just refuse to pop out like a rabbit. And then they'll blind fire you from 80 meters away and still hit you plenty, doing full damage. That's right. They can blind fire you from that far away with just a pistol or SMG. And their shots will land, and it will still sting. Us, as agents, we can't try to do that, but it'll be a fraction of what their efficiency is. In the programming, I reckon.
Get inspired by the
You can still hit their arms or their hands when they blind fire, because that's the thing that exposes out of cover. And if you hit them, hit those, I mean, it will still lend you that sweet, sweet on-hit damage. And eventually kills them. Yeah. I really wish we could have explosive drones. I am not kidding. The lighting in this game is so realistic. Every time I see the lighting, I just get drawn into the contrast, into just how beautiful it is. Fantastic job, the art team, the lighting team, always for this game. One of the best looking game, even in 2023. No doubt, hands down, for sure. I believe that other looter shooters may be out of time with their art style, whatever it may be, but this one holds up extremely well even after all these years. Ouch. Let's make good use of cover that these ciphers won't get you. Like a good angle around a specific cover that really allows you to be safe. Not from grenades, obviously, but snipers, turrets, and sniper dogs. Yeah, with the right angle, they wouldn't be able to hit you behind certain covers. It's a cool, neat little trick. I mean, this game is a tactical looter shooter. I mean, cover is in its DNA. You gotta make good use of them. Even though that this game mostly favors about out of cover combat, you want to be up front, in their face, aggressive, all that jazz, but you ought to be, you know, make some use of covers. I mean, it is the core of the design, and I do truly wish that the developers can introduce some form of mechanic that utilizes covers a bit more. I mean, they do have something in place, and it is one of my favorite builds in this game, and that is utilizing the set of Umbra. The Umbra set requires you to be in and out of cover consistently. You have to be in cover to gain stacks. You have to be out of cover to use up that stacks with the bonus buff that's applied to you, and then it slowly degrades, and then you gain stacks while you're out of cover, and then when you pop into cover again, it uses up that stack which you gain from being out of cover in order to regen your health. And for an all-red build, it actually regens extremely quickly. It gets you about 40 to 50% armor back just for sitting in cover for 5 seconds. And then you get like super RPM, 30% RPM for being out of cover, and a whole lot of critical hit damage for being out of cover and shooting up when you gain the stacks for being in cover. So it's very, very good in terms of contrast, but also harmony. Yeah, I think harmony would be the right word. Yeah, perfect harmony between being in cover and being out of cover. Umbra set do provide Yeah. And it is now becoming one of my favorite sets and favorite build out there for sure, because even though that striker may be the most powerful set right now for guns, I mean, it was pretty terrible when it first launched and stayed pretty terrible and unusable for a long time, but then they decided to buff it. Thank goodness, because striker is the best weapon set in Division 1 and still is probably. And so it shall be in Division 2, but it ain't. Wasn't. But they buffed it and now it is. And we're all so damn happy because Striker is so freaking powerful. Holy crap. Like, you don't even need to use the gift backpack with Strikers, because the Striker backpack literally gives you more damage versus just 25% from Vigilance. The Vigilance is straight up damage when you fire your shots initially. There's no wound up time, there's no stacks, so you gotta gain, you gotta stack up. No, nothing, none of that. It's just 25 straight up pure damage given to you from the get-go, from the first bullet you fire out of your gun. And that's the beauty of Vigilance for many builds, especially snipers. And we used to use Vigilance almost exclusively, but with the introduction of Strikers and Striker Backpack, you no longer need Vigilance, as the backpack of Striker do give you more damage. See, my thoughts of this is, if you use the backpack, which increased Striker gamble from 0.65 to 1%, what it does is now you gain 1% attack damage for every shot you land. What that also means that versus Vigilance, which gives you straight up 25% damage, all you need to do is land 25 shots with a fully automatic rifle or SMG. You know, seeing how fast they fire, I don't reckon that's a hard thing to do, right? So all you need to do is land 25 shots to gain the equivalent of 25% damage as Vigilance. But not only that, you can get more damage the more shots you land. So 25 is already extremely easy to be achieved. And then more shots you land on top of that would be the extra infinite bonus, as you will, until you reach an astronomical level of damage with everything that's just goes on top, and up to 25%. That is equal to Vigilance. So Vigilance now is being replaced almost indefinitely, especially with Striker, and Striker being one of the best, if not the best gun builds. Then why do we need Vigilance at all? So let's try this. Not too far out though, careful. Yeah, like if you spread out, you can draw the enemy's attention. That way, if you spread out, then the enemy will focus on both front, which leaves ample opportunity to take down one of the destroyers. So that one's down easy. Gotta keep the ads in check so they don't murder us. Of course, once the drones are down, the rest are history. There we go. Now we can take it slow. There's a huge fog enveloping the entire playground, and that's why the enemies are not really hitting us right now. Because they can't see as much as our vision's obscured. They give us ample opportunity to advance and flank them. Yeah, when I said I don't really like ADS, I really don't like ADS. We can rush in and quickly grab the loot and get out as the enemies are approaching from behind. Uh-oh, that was a terrible shot. Oh. While you deal with that, I'm gonna try a few head shots to the center of the boat just to keep them in check. Always keep a watch for the turrets up top. Because once those little guys get their hands on the turret, ooh, big trouble for the team. That thing shreds. It shreds the enemy as much as shreds the team. So always watch out here. As you can see, the enemy is trying their best to get their hands on the little turret. If they're on, I guess that could be most likely a wipe, as we are pretty exposed in the back here, and if they can blast us with that little turret, we're done for. I guarantee. We're getting a little bit closer to the boat now. Just to clean up the rest. He had access. Oh, not anymore. I was gonna say he had access to the turret up in the boat there, but he was dispatched pretty quickly to really do anything. That's a good way to keep everything in check. Keep the enemies in check. He got his hands, his greasy little hands, on the turret. But it wasn't for long. Get that mobile tank out of the way. And we're home free. Quite literally, we only got one little guy left. And then it's good game all around. Applause, cheers. Maybe I can ambush him from behind. I think that's just him and the rest of us. That's it. And that's game. Good game and sweets all around. Yeah, that was a really fun run on Roosevelt Island. legendary. A more hectic run will probably be with 3 or 4 directives. Tried that before. Super fun, super chaotic. That carry. What carry? Oh, this is nothing really. It's not really much of a carry. Oh, this is pretty good. It is pretty good. And that's the game. For tonight, of course. There will be more in the future. So thank you all guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode of The Division 2. This is Rio from Lo-Fi Gaming. Peace out. Swoosh!